You know that feeling, right? The big moment is coming up. The meeting, the presentation, the toast, all eyes turn to you, and boom, that knot starts twisting in your stomach. If this sounds even a little bit familiar, you're in exactly the right place. And trust me, you are not alone.
Just how not alone are you? Well, get this. A staggering 85% of people feel nervous in these kinds of high-stakes situations. That's not a small number. It's one of the most common fears we have as humans. So yeah, the vast majority of people feel exactly what you feel.
And I absolutely love this quote from Stanford lecturer Matt Abrahams, who says, "Frankly, I think the other 15% are lying." It just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This is such a universal thing. So the very first step is to realize this isn't some personal failing. It's not a you problem, it's an us problem.
And that's actually the best news. Because just because this fear is common doesn't mean it gets to be in the driver's seat, not at all. We are going to walk through some really concrete, practical ways you can manage it, maybe even use it, and ultimately speak with a whole lot more confidence.
You know the drill. It's like a physical takeover, right? Your heart starts hammering against your ribs, your palms get all clammy, and your brain feels like it has way too many tabs open and is about to crash. These symptoms, they're super real, totally normal, but also incredibly distracting. So what's our first move?
Okay, so here's the thing. The solution is completely counterintuitive. Instead of trying to fight off the anxiety, you greet it. You literally say to yourself, "Hey, nervousness, I was expecting you to show up." Just acknowledging it and giving yourself permission to feel it, it robs the anxiety of its power. It's not this scary monster anymore. It's just a sign that what you're about to do really matters to you.
All right, so you've said hello to your anxiety. Now what? Now we get into the really practical, in-the-moment tools for calming down both your body and your mind when they start to go into overdrive.
Think of this as your emergency toolkit. Heart pounding? Take those deep, slow belly breaths. It's like a reset button for your nervous system. Sweaty palms? Just grab something cold, a bottle of water, anything. It actually helps lower your core body temp. Feeling a little shaky in the legs? Check your feet. A lot of us stand with them angled out, which makes us sway. Tuck them so they're parallel, right under your shoulders. It literally locks you in place. And if you find yourself talking a mile a minute, use bigger, slower gestures. It's a cool trick. Your brain will naturally slow your speech down to match.
But let's be real. For most of us, the physical stuff is just the opening act. The main event, the number one fear for pretty much everyone who speaks in public, is this one. What if I get up there and my mind just goes completely blank?
Okay, if this happens, here is your 3-step escape plan. First, whatever you do, don't announce it. Just calmly retrace your steps, say something like, "So, to recap the last point." This almost always jogs your memory. If it doesn't, go to step 2, ask your pre-planned back pocket question. Something like, "Let's just pause here for a second. How do you see this applying in your own work?" While they're thinking, you've got a moment to find your place. And your final fail-safe? Just restate the main goal of your talk. It buys you time and gets everything right back on track.
Now those in-the-moment fixes are your lifelines. They're fantastic. But the real secret to deep confidence, it's winning the battle before you even step up to speak. And that is all about how you prepare.
You know, a huge chunk of our fear comes from this one thing, catastrophizing. It's when our emotions just take over and our fears get blown way out of proportion. We imagine messing up every word, the entire audience laughing, and getting fired on the spot. It's like that old Jerry Seinfeld joke. At a funeral, most people would rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy. That is catastrophizing.
So how do you fight that? You make your fears rational. You literally write down every single thing you're worried about. Then you go back and assign a realistic probability. The chance of your mind going totally blank isn't 100%. Maybe it's 20%, which means there's an 80% chance it won't. Then, for each fear, you ask, okay, what's the actual worst that could happen? It might be a little embarrassing, sure, but you'll survive. This simple process puts you back in control.
Now, beyond our fears, sometimes we sabotage ourselves with our own habits. I want you to remember these 3 Ps, because they are basically like pouring gasoline on the fire of anxiety.
First up, procrastination. We put it off because it feels stressful, but all that does is cram all that stress into the last few hours, which makes our anxiety go through the roof. The fix? Create some accountability. Tell a friend your plan, put it on a calendar, and then actually reward yourself when you hit your little milestones. It turns something you dread into a series of small wins.
The second P is perfectionism, and this one is huge. Here's the truth. There's no such thing as a perfect presentation.
Trying to be perfect just creates this crushing pressure on yourself. So here's the solution. You shift your focus. Instead of obsessing over your performance, you focus on connecting with your audience. Ask yourself, what do they need to hear from me? It takes all the pressure off you and makes your message way more powerful.
And the third P, PowerPoint. Oh man, so many of us do this. We immediately open up our slide software and just start building slides. But slides aren't your story. You have to start with your message first. What is the one thing, the core idea you want your audience to walk away with? Figure that out, craft that story, and then you can ask if slides will help you tell it better.
Okay, this is a big one. It feels like a safety net, but memorizing your entire script is a trap. It actually increases your anxiety because you're using all your brain power just trying to recall specific words instead of actually being present and connecting with people. The much better way? Create an outline. It can be simple bullet points or, even better, a series of questions that your talk is going to answer. It's a roadmap, not a script.
So, we've covered the in-the-moment fixes and the smarter ways to prepare. Now let's tie it all together with the ultimate tool, creating your own personal anxiety plan.
We call it an AMP, an Anxiety Management Plan. And I love this name because this plan is what will literally amp you up. It turns that nervous energy into focused, positive energy. It's basically a simple mantra or an acronym that reminds you of your personal go-to strategies.
For example, you could create one like this: BRAVE. Right before you speak, you just run through it. B is for breathe. Take those deep breaths. R is for rationalize. Remind yourself your fears are probably overblown. A is for audience. Make it about them, not you. V is for visualize. Picture it going well. And E is for engage. Just be right here, in the moment. Your AMP can be anything, as long as it's memorable and works for you.
So let's end with this. Let's just reframe this whole conversation. We spend so much energy trying to fight anxiety, to crush it, to pretend it isn't there. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if that feeling, that racing heart, that heightened awareness, what if it isn't a bug in the system, but a feature? What if anxiety isn't your enemy, but the very energy you need to connect with people and deliver a message that really, truly matters?